podium here a little while ago. Went out and took the team photo. Did you smile nice?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir,
Huh?
always.
Yeah. Your transition coming here.
Yes, sir.
Explain to everybody. You come from Liberty. How did you end up here in Colorado?
I ended up here just by, I had my last year of college football, so I wanted to come where the lights was bright. And the lights was only bright in Boulder, Colorado for me. Of course, I had like a lot of family connections here with my little brother playing for Coach Prime growing up. Coach Hart is his linebackers coach, and Coach Hart was his linebackers coach when he was 8, 9 years old. But just coming here and the opportunity that they was offering was something that I couldn't give up. Coming here and being able to compete, a lot of schools was trying to give me what I wanted, and I came here and I knew that Coach Prime wasn't going to give me what I wanted, so I just had to come here and compete and keep on working. And just the staff that we have here is amazing staff. A lot of coaches here that really wants you to win on and off the field, and you can't beat that. 3 Hall of Famers, the coaches, my quarterback coach, former NFL coach. Then you got Coach Leftwich coming in. He played the game. He knows what it takes to get to the next level, and just so much fun being here.
Kate, is that the most, shall we say, misunderstood thing to think about Coach Prime's program? You talked about people think it's all about flash. It's all about the hoopla, when in reality, it's very blue collar and kind of grinded out behind the scenes, isn't it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's not all about the flash. Of course, being Coach Prime, being who he is, the flash is going to come with it.
There's going to be flash, yeah.
It's a lot of hard work put in here, blood, sweat, and tears on and off the field. It's a development from where you came in, when you first got here, to how you leave, and he's going to make sure that you lead the correct way.
Tell us about you as a quarterback. You had talked during your time at the podium here earlier. You said where you came from, right? There was some option, a lot of running. But what are you as a passer? Because that's going to be something you're called upon this season to do.
Yes, sir, most definitely. I feel like me personally, I'm a great passer. A lot of things that I still need to work on, such as getting the ball out faster and making sure my reads are correct to where I know where I'm going with the ball before. And I feel like Coach Leftwich and Coach Sherman is really helping me out with that, with understanding the defense and understanding the play before it happens. So I'm just going to continue to keep getting better at those types of things.
You talk about those NFL influences. You've got a coordinator who was a head coach in the NFL. Brian Leftwich has become one of the great offensive quarterback minds in NFL football and now in college football. What do those guys tell you on a day-to-day basis? What kind of advice or coaching are they giving you?
You got to practice like it's the game each and every day. We go out there, coach calls the plays, Coach Leftwich is behind us, making sure that we know everything that we need to know before that ball is snapped. You should always at least have in your mind where the ball is going before you snap the ball, and that is something that Coach Prime was even getting on us about, and making sure that we understood, and just those types of things. He makes sure, like when I'm going, he making sure Juju, Staub, Ryan, and Dom are behind me, thinking about what's really going on the field, calling out the defense, saying where you will go with the ball at if you was in the game. He just makes sure that everybody is on 10, whether you're in play or you're on the sideline watching, making sure you're getting those mental reps.
So you like this system? You feel comfortable in this system you're going to be playing in?
Yes, sir, most definitely. Then of course, with them knowing where I came from and knowing that I can use my legs, there are a few run plays designed for me to go out there and use my full potential for this team so we can go out there and win each and every game.
All right, you guys going to be watching Shedeur tonight?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir, most definitely, 5 o'clock.
Hey, by the way, Prime's birthday's tomorrow. Did you guys know that?
Didn't know that, but now I do.
Now you got being a leader on this team now.
Yes, sir.
You got to do something for Coach's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Hey, great luck this season. We can't wait to watch you play.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right, Kaden Salter, quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. We're going to let him go, and I think Jordan Seaton's going to join us here. One of those guys is going to be protecting Kaden Salter. We're also going to talk with Juju coming up here a little bit. Here comes big fella. By the way, look at this guy here. I stopped him in a hallway the other day, and I said, you were a great player a year ago based on talent. What you've done here this year.
Yes, sir.
Your off season. Tell us about what you did. You look look at the size of the pipes in this guy now. What did you do during the off season, Jordan?
Been grinding with Coach Mo back home, Mo Gibson, 3 times a day.
Right.
The whole break, so that was a big part of it. And then not only that, just eating right and taking care of the little things as far as like movement, working on small tissue so I don't have small tissue injuries. Just attention to detail this whole season.
Yeah, I'm going to have you move that up just a little bit, make sure we can hear you out there.
Yes, sir.
But and you learned that last year, didn't you? Right? It's about talent, but it's also about technique, and it's also about the physicality of the game.
Yeah.
Did you learn that lesson well last year?
Yeah, for me, it was like I played off talent and pure like hunger. Like I wanted to be the best, and I feel like my body wasn't where it needed to be. And this year, I wanted to make sure that I leave no doubt with like my technique, my body, Like just no room for error.
Yeah. You know, you played and you're influenced by Shadur, by
Yeah.
Travis last year, guys that you knew were going to be NFL guys, guys
Yes.
that conducted themselves like professionals.
Yes.
In terms of kind of how you handle yourself in that aspect of it, and I know Prime talks about this, and you got plenty of other NFL guys in his staff. What do you learn about that aspect of it, Jordan, where it off the field, how I conduct myself, how I get prepared, those kind of things?
Yeah, I'm gonna speak on like the Travis Hunter's behalf
Sure.
because
Yeah.
I got to really like watch him and see how it looks. For me, when it came to off the field for him, it was everything had purpose.
Okay.
Like everything he did had purpose. Same thing with Shador. Like everything that he did had purpose. And I feel like when you're still thinking about your goal that you want on the field, when you're off the field, then that's when you don't get blindsided by distractions and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So for me, it was just making sure that when I'm off the field, think about my goal. Is this going to help my goal?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Everything in life then has to be done with a vision on that. That's what you're saying,
Yeah, like
basically.
you have to have purpose. Like if you wanted me to go outside somewhere and I don't have no business going right there and it doesn't bring me no purpose to where I want to go
Right.
in life, then I'm not going to go right there.
Interesting.
Because it does nothing for me.
Philip Lindsay, the former NFL running back that was a
Yes.
Buff, obviously, he told me one time late in his career, he said, I wish I would have learned earlier about the physical aspect, taking care of my body.
Yes.
Because that's what's going to give me a long career in the National Football League.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Something you think about as well?
Yeah, Coach has a great practice schedule with us, and then as far as like recovery,
Yeah.
we got a lot of resources out here, especially with Miss Lowe. She's hands-on, so just making sure that I follow the plan that they have for me, and I execute the plan that they have for me. Then my body's gonna be going for a very long time.
Because you get old like I did
Yes.
before you know it, right? You got to be careful about that.
You look good too, though.
Well, thank you. You're kind. Tell me about the guys you're playing with now. One thing
Yes.
we've heard about, a lot of the coaches talk about this offensive line being better. Those other, four guys you're going to be on the field with, probably 8, 9, 10 deep.
Yes.
You feel good about this whole unit?
Yeah, I don't like to sing out just us five that's up
Sure.
front right now. All 12, 13 of us, everybody plays a part, from holding the bag in practice to a combo block backside. So like this year, you're going to see a lot of running the ball, and you're going to see what an offensive line should look like.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's what we're taking pride in that and making sure that we do it here in practice every day. So when we get out on the game, it's second nature for us.
Hey, how much you got LeJounte last night, huh?
Oh my God.
That is the way
My
you.
man was getting in the end zone. He was getting G. And shout out to Johnte, man.
Right, you're going to be watching Shadur tonight now.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I just
sir.
asked Kaden. I said, you know, it's Prime's birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, you guys got to get prepared for that.
Yeah, well, he's going to be on one tomorrow for sure.
Hey, you look fantastic.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
wait to see how you play this season. Good
Thank
luck,
you.
all right? All right, Jordan Seaton. I'll go ahead and take that because Juju's going to join us up here next. So, Jordan, thanks, Jordan. Number 77, I'm telling you, when you stand next to him, he looks entirely different this year than he did a year ago. Here comes Juju. Young quarterback.
How's it going?
Fantastic. I'm going to have you put that up there. And yeah, there you go. The fact that you are 17 years old and you should be a senior in high school, it blows me away because I watch you, the maturity with which you carry yourself. I know you've had a lot of attention on you for a couple of years now,
Yes.
so you've been dealing with this for a while. But coming here and being part of this, what have you learned here early on about yourself, about college, about this game at this level that you're kind of evolving into?
Honestly, I think the one thing that caught me off guard with college is just the amount of time it takes off the field to really trust yourself on the field. I mean, all the film time, all the time with the coach, the GAs, the other quarterbacks. I mean, all that stuff is important. I mean, it's impossible to play without. And I realized, like, high school you can use talent and things like that because not everybody around you might not be the best players, but in college everybody's the best from their school, the best in their state, things like that. So just trying to get any steps I can on anybody.
Juju, tell me about the motivation or the idea behind graduating early and getting here. Well, you, your family, other people that advise you, coaches. I mean, tell me about the decision to do that.
Yeah, I think it was honestly a collective thing from CU, from Coach Prime, from my dad, and everybody. Just understanding that I felt like that last year in high school probably wouldn't have been as beneficial as coming and maybe sitting the bench, maybe just getting some snaps, or even coming in and starting. Just thinking what would be best for me in my career. And just felt like that was the best decision.
You get here, you're always going to have great coaching when you get to college, but you've got gold jackets all around
Everywhere.
you. Brian Leftwich has become a star in the coaching ranks. Tell me about kind of dealing with him, what you've learned from him.
You know, Coach Leftwich is definitely a guy I've been trying to soak up as much as I can from the time he's been here. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, he's a black quarterback that did it in the NFL, so it's hard not to try to take his tips and tricks and watch him. He'll go do some drills and things like that, and even hearing him in the film room just talking ball, like, I don't know. I've never experienced anything like that, just somebody who's been on that level and
Sure.
played in that level, and just trying to soak up as much as I can.
You kind of understand when you're around a guy like that about the mental aspect, the
sure.
cerebral aspect of being a quarterback,
For
right?
sure, yes,
I mean,
sir.
when you were in high school, listen, as good as you are, you could outrun guys, you could, right, those kind of things. Here, you better outthink everybody, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're learning?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like I said, like college is a different animal. I mean, like I said, it's the best of every high school team that we played, and it's not just talent anymore. So having Coach Leftwich in there, it's definitely changed the way I think of football.
You like this system, the way it's kind of unfolding, that, you know, when Pat Shermer's laying it out for you? You like the system that you're in?
For sure. I mean, it feels like a pro-style offense. You know, we got RPOs, runs, passes. I mean, you can't ask for much more, honestly.
You know, the one thing that we know about Coach Prime after a couple years, he's going to find receivers, he's going to find defensive backs,
sure.
right? That wide receiver room that you guys have a chance to throw to, my goodness,
Ridiculous.
Pick your poison, right?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's too many guys to even pick one. I mean, the list goes on from the seniors to the freshmen to the people that's about to come in next year. I mean, it's going to be serious.
Yeah. You be watching Shadura tonight?
Oh, of course. You know, we're going to turn on the quarterback room. I think it's at 5 o'clock or
That's
something
right,
like that.
yeah.
5 o'clock out here, yeah.
How close did you get to him through the recruiting process?
I mean, really as close as we could get. I mean, you know, we could talk to him. It was no recruiting violations or anything like that.
Right.
But me and him really just talked about real life things, and you know, he's been through the transfer portal and things like that, so he understands that, like, that's never been my plan. Is like I want to pick a school and stay there. So we kind of have a different path with things like that. But just trying to soak up as much as I said. I mean, he's also a black quarterback who had it differently. I mean, he came in as Coach Prime's son, and I came in as some 5-star recruit. I mean, we're definitely not the same, but just trying to soak up as much as I can mentally.
You know, I know that being around you a little bit and watching you, your goal is greatness, right? You want to play in the NFL. So coming in as a 17-year-old freshman, what are your expectations? What are you hoping to accomplish? Do you think to yourself, I want to come and take the world over this year for the Buffaloes, or is it a process you look to go through?
Honestly, I trust my coaches enough to put me in the position to be the best I can be. I mean, we have Kaden right now. I mean, me and him have been in the quarterback battle since we both first got here, and I think we both understand that the best man's going to play, and it's kind of one of those things where I'm either going to sit and soak up as much as I can while I'm here and play every once in a while in the games that we've beaten teams as bad as we're supposed to. But no, just trying to soak all I can up while I'm here.
Love it. All right, I've been telling the guys, you know it's Prime's birthday tomorrow, right?
Is it really?
Yeah, so you need to.
Okay, we've got to set something. We got to set something up.
You got to do
Saturday.
something, yeah.
Saturday.
So talk to Kaden. You guys get it
For
figured out.
sure, for sure.
All right. Hey, looking forward to seeing you on the field.
Appreciate you.
All right, Juju Lewis, quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. I know they got a couple of more guys lined up for us. I don't see them right now in front of me. So for you folks watching the stream right now, we're going to hit pause, and we'll be back shortly. I think they're trying to get us another offensive guy and another defensive guy as we continue on Media Day here at Folsom Field for the Buffaloes. Once again, back here at Folsom Field, it's Media Day for the Colorado football team. They open up the season August 29th against Georgia Tech right here at Folsom Field. Tyreek Byer, did I say the name correctly?
Taufik Byer.
Yes,
Yes,
Taufik.
sir.
Well,
Yes,
I
sir.
got to know how to do that for the broadcast. Tyreek Byer, the UCA transfer from South Florida.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're 9, 10 practices in?
9, yep, I think it's 10, yep.
What are you feeling so far? What do you think so far about
You know, I'm definitely feeling confident in this team. You know, the way we're running to the ball, the way the defense, you know, is definitely way stronger than the defense that I came from. So, you know, I'm definitely way more excited for that, you know, but cover 1's cover 1, covers 2, cover 2, cover 3, cover 3. So
Right.
those things not going to change. You know, it's all about playing fast and, you know, being together as a defense.
Well, there's one thing I've noticed after 2 years of Coach Prime. He can identify defensive backs and wide receivers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Boy, there are athletes everywhere in those
Yes,
two
sir.
rooms,
Yes,
aren't
sir.
there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How did you end up here from South Florida?
You know, I ended up here, you know, just looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, I hit the portal, you know, after this last season, and Colorado is one of the first teams to hit me up, you know, so they seen the stuff that I needed to work on as one, for sure, and they also seen the potential that I had. So when they brought me here, it was kind of a no-brainer.
What you saw this program from a distance, okay? You're down there in Florida seeing it's Coach Prime, it's in the headlines all the time. The view you had of what Prime and his program were from down there, now that you're inside, how is it different?
Oh, it's a big difference. You know, you got a lot of opinions when you're outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know, so like every time after the game, we'll be on our phone on the bus back in Florida, and the first thing we see is either Colorado won or Colorado lost.
Right.
So, you know, it's definitely a difference. You know, being here, you kind of see what it is for real. You know, how genuine Coach Prime is, you know, how genuine his messages are in the morning. So, you know, it's definitely different. And it's better being in it than being out. I'll tell you that for sure.
He's really more old school than people realize, isn't it? Because it's about hard work and taking care of business and discipline, those kind of things.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know, Coach Prime gives you something, he wants something back. You know, so if he gives us, an extra hour of sleep, we better be full speed everything in practice. So.
Yeah. Let Buff fans know, where'd you grow up? Where'd you come from?
Oh, I grew up in York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
You know, it's a small town in Pennsylvania. It's about 5 miles wide.
Yeah. Big family, small family?
Oh, big family.
About brothers and sisters?
Oh, man, you didn't ask me the question of the hour. It's about 16, 17 of us. So, you know, it's a real big family. Yep. Yes,
man,
sir.
you had to fight for scraps in the middle of that.
Who are you telling? Who are you telling?
Were you always a football guy, or did you play
always.
basketball, baseball?
Yeah, I played football and basketball growing up, but,
Okay.
you know, football was always my love.
Yeah.
You know, it was always something that I always felt comfortable with, you know.
Okay.
Definitely, I had another brother who plays at Middle Tennessee State.
Okay.
You know, he plays linebacker, and, you know, me and him always battling each other, going at it, doing one-on-ones, DB receiver. You know, it just made me grow the love of the game, so.
When did you know that you were going to be a defensive guy? You got to have an aggressiveness in the position you
Early.
play. Yeah?
Early. You know, I used to play quarterback. You know, I was always one of the smartest on the team. So
Okay.
I would play quarterback, and I couldn't really throw. I was just the quarterback who knew all the plays.
Okay.
All the other guys couldn't understand the plays.
So how does that help you? When you think cerebrally, when you're kind of watching the offense, how does that understanding of offense help you as a defensive back?
It helps you tremendously, you know,
Yeah.
because, okay, so say if they come out in a certain formation, you know, okay, out of this formation, they only run this amount of plays based off of film. You already can minimize and subtract plays that's not going to happen, you know.
Yeah.
You might line up maybe a yard deeper because you've seen something in film. Okay, if this guard rocks back, I got to go. Or if this tight end slides, I might got to track him. So, you know, just being helping, like just knowing, understanding the offense definitely going to help you.
You know, people don't think about that when they think, okay, you got to be fast, got to be tough, got to be strong. The cerebral part of the game at this level is supremely important. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Especially at this level. You know, I learned it early last year. You know, my first 2 games, game 2 was Alabama.
Okay.
So that was my first time playing. So just being prepared, you know, going against guys like Alabama or like Miami when we played Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Man, if you're not prepared for him, just don't go out in the field.
Exactly.
You know, he's out there, he's calling our defenses before we even line up. So, you know, you got to be prepared. You got to, especially at my position of playing the boundary safety when you're in the box, you're in the run fit, you know, you're in the deep pass. So you got to be able to understand and know what's coming at you.
How do you like Robert Livingston, defensive
Oh,
coordinator?
I love Coach Rod.
Huh?
You know, yeah, we kind of see stuff the same way as far as the offense and defense, you know. So me and him kind of really just gelled as soon as I got here.
How about Boulder? What do you think of Boulder? I mean, different than Pennsylvania, different than
yeah.
Florida.
Boulder surprised me.
Yeah?
It did, you know, a lot. I kind of got a little joke. I called it like Gravity Falls a little bit if you watch the show.
Yeah.
But the people are so nice here. You know, you'll get in an Uber, a 5-minute Uber ride, and you're talking to the guy for 20 minutes just because you know how nice he is, how welcoming, how supportive they are of CU football. So.
Yeah, well, I've been telling all the guys to make sure you know it's Prime's birthday tomorrow, so you guys got to do something for him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
Right. Hey, can't wait to see you on the field this year.
Sir.
All right, he's safety. Tyreek Byer joining us. We'll go ahead and let you go. Appreciate you being here. All right, he's going to be a good one for the Colorado Buffaloes. Right now, he's working with the number 1s in that position, that boundary safety for Coach Prime and the Buffs as they get ready for that August 29th game against Georgia Tech. Going to see if they've got our next one here. Keaton Wade? Yeah, we're going to bring Keaton Wade in. I just got word off camera here. They're going to bring Keaton Wade in, so we'll get him. A nice athlete for the Buffaloes. We'll see if they can grab him. I'll tell you what, it looks like it's going to be just a moment. Derek, we're going to go ahead and pause, but if you guys stick with us, we'll be back very shortly with Keaton Wade from that defensive front linebacker position. Once again, we're back here at Folsom Field. Media Day continues for the Colorado Buffaloes as they get ready for that August 29th game against Georgia Tech. Defensive back Preston Hodge joining us for a couple of minutes. All right, 10 practices in. What's your evaluation of this defense for the Buffs?
Oh, yeah, I think the sky's the limit for us, especially the team. You know, I don't want to just point out the defense. I feel like as a team, we're more of a team. We're a brotherhood, and I feel as though that with brotherhood, you know, and everybody wanting the same thing and have the same dreams, aspirations, we'll get where we want to be, which is that Big 12 championship and that playoffs.
But this defense, I mean, the more I talk to Coach Rob and some of the position guys about what you've added up front, more athletic in the linebacker position, you guys in secondary, we knew we were going to be good. This seems to be a pretty complete defensive unit, doesn't it?
Yeah, like for real, I think the sky's the limit for us. As long as we all stay consistent, and all achieve, and want the same things, I don't think we're going to be able to be stopped. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not someone who talks a lot. So,
no, right? I know, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But
this isn't hyperbole right now. It's your honest opinion. Yeah,
it's my honest opinion. I think the sky's the limit for us.
One thing we know about Coach Prime, he can identify wide receivers and defensive backs, right? I mean, I look out there at those two positions, Preston, and there are more athletes out there. That's got to bring out it's tough competition, but it brings out the best in you guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, sir. It definitely does. I think we're all, the wide receivers, DBs, I think we're very competitive, and we all, the saying is iron sharpens iron, and I feel as though we do that every single day. And we all come with the same attention, and attention to detail, and we all try to achieve the same goals, and I feel like we sharpen each other.
Yeah. Give us a sense of, as you go against that offense, it's a very different offense, right? You don't have number 2 back there spinning the ball all the time, but you've got talented quarterbacks. You got an improved offensive line. You like what you're seeing over there?
Oh, yeah, I definitely do. Kaden Salter is a dual threat quarterback. And it's very hard to stop, someone who can throw and can run. So you never really know what you're going to get, you know what I'm saying? You might get a throw, you might get a run, and then we got some good running backs back there, fast, shifty guys. So I think that's definitely going to be a difference in this year's offense is the dual threatness that we have.
As you were here a year ago, you're one of the guys then that during the offseason, the entire offseason, you were around here. Coach Prime's not here. How odd was that for you guys? And were you wondering what was going on?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody was asking me like I knew all the answers, but yeah, definitely it's different when Coach Prime, when your head coach is here, you know what I'm saying? And especially him, that's the best to ever do it. And, it's a blessing having him as a coach.
He brings a little energy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And he's very trustworthy, and he tells the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't sugarcoat things and tell you what you want to hear. He tells you what you need to hear to push you to where you want to be, because he's already been there, you know what I'm saying? He's already been there, done that, so he knows what we want, and he's doing everything he can in his body to, get us to where we want to be.
It's his birthday tomorrow, don't you? Did you know that? Okay, yeah, I've been telling all the guys.
Okay, yes,
sir. You guys want to make sure you do something special for him.
Of course, for
tomorrow
sure.
that he's back. And
yes, sir.
that first game's going to be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You like the way this has been building? I know, first early in camp, there's installation, and then it's competition, and then it's preparation, right? You guys are kind of building towards that August 29th game.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We're going to rip the roof off. Even though there ain't a roof out there, we about to rip the roof off this stadium. I'm telling you, we're about to go crazy. It's going to be a very intense, good game, and I mean, like I said, I'm not going to say too much.
All right.
It's going to be a good game.
Man, a few words. I love
sir.
that. Hey, Preston, good luck this
Yes,
season,
sir.
all right?
Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you joining us. All right, Preston Hodge, Colorado Buffaloes defensive back. That unit, I think, is going to be special this year. I mean, I really do think that defense is outstanding. And on the secondary, number 12's not out there. That's a talented group of defensive backs we've got on this football team. Looking forward to that Friday night game. It's Georgia Tech coming to town, and you longtime Buffs fans know what that means, right? Sharing that 1990 national championship and all what is on the line for that. Some of that argumentation we've had over the last, 35 years or so. Looking forward to that. Don't forget, we got our first Buffs Prime Time with Coach Prime. That'll be on Thursday before that home game. Look forward to that. Continuing coverage here at all of our social media outlets. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. As you wrap it up, it's Media Day for the 2025 college football season for the Colorado Buffaloes. Thanks for joining us.